In this video we're going to go over how to take this photo of PJ Tucker and this photo of PJ Tucker and turn it into this. Alright, so the first thing I did was adjust the camera raw filter on the bigger PJ Tucker. You can do this by going to filter, camera raw filter, and then you can make the adjustments that I made. And the next thing I did was the jersey swap. If you guys don't want to watch the jersey swap, you can fast forward to 3 minutes and 2 seconds of this video. And this is when I start the actual design, but the jersey swap is included in this video. So what I did is take my pen tool and I went all around the outside of the current jersey, and I made sure that it was the same color as the one in the picture that I have. So I have a picture of the H-Town jersey, the new City Edition jerseys that the Houston Rockets just announced, and I decided to jersey swap that jersey onto an old picture of PJ Tucker. And it's pretty simple. All you have to do is just change the colors on the original jersey so that it looks like he is in the new jersey. So you can do this by using the pen tool and just going around all of the jersey, and you just have to change the hue and saturation of the jersey so that it is the color that you want. You can do this by going to image and then hue and saturation, and then of course adjusting the sliders. So the next thing I did was change the color of the Nike sign. In the H-Town jerseys, the Nike sign is a red, so it's the same process, guys. You want to use your pen tool and go all the way around the object that you want to change the color of, and then you're going to go to image, hue and saturation, and then adjust the hue and saturation to whatever color that you are looking to get. The next thing I did was get rid of the old logo, and I wanted to put the H-Town logo on. So you want to use your lasso tool, go around your object, and then you're going to fill content aware, which is what gets rid of your logos. After you do that, you can just cut and paste the new logo, the H-Town logo, as well as whatever number you want. At first I went with the number 4 because that was his old jersey number, and then later I switched it to 17, which is his new one. The next thing I did was adjust the curves for the new logo, and curves just brings out the light within the jersey. Alright, now that I've swapped the jersey onto my bigger PJ Tucker, time to change the camera raw filter on the next PJ Tucker. So I did the same method, go to filter, camera raw filter, and then you can see the adjustments that I made. So it was a little bit challenging because the lighting on each of the players was a little bit different, so I had to do a little bit of selective color. You can see the adjustments that I made to the magenta, the cyan, and that's one of the most important parts in any edit, is just making sure the skin tones are the same. And the next thing I did was adjust the levels to bring out the shadows as well as highlights. So you can do this by going to levels, change it to multiply, and then paint over top of the shadows within your particular player. The next thing I did was go to screen, so I did a level, and then screen is how you bring out your highlights. So anywhere where there was light, I painted over top with a brush that had a 31 opacity, and I brought out the highlights that were lost within the photo. Alright, so the next thing I did was add a high pass filter. So if you're ever like scrolling through Instagram, you're like, how do they get these images so clean and so clear? This is one of the best ways to do it. So what you do is you duplicate whatever image you want to be more clear, and you put a high pass filter over top. So you go filter, other, and then high pass filter, and then you put it on soft light, and what that does is just basically clear up and sharpen parts of your image that were lost. Now I decided to work on my background a little bit, so I took a photo of PJ Tucker and I decided to blow it up and make it a little bit more clear, as well as get rid of the opacity on the outside of the picture, so it looked like he was like fading off. I then added two squares, so one square was the blue square, one is the red. Within each of the squares I decided to put a city, because it's a city edition, so you can do this by creating a clipping mask with a city so that it goes into the square that you want, and then you want to lower the opacity on the city so that it looks like it's blending into the background and it's taking the color of the blue square that you created. So I did this twice. I also added the Rockets logo with very, very low opacity. This next part is me experimenting with different designs for the background. I didn't end up going with any of this stuff, so I wanted to take this time to say, if you guys aren't already subscribed, please do so. We do a video / design every single week, and if you guys feel like it helps you at all, please like, leave me a comment, say that it helped, or if you guys have any questions, please leave a comment. And I always appreciate all my subscribers. We did a graphics pack giveaway at 100 subscribers. We're going to do another one at 500. Stay tuned for that. The graphic pack included my fonts that I used, a couple overlays, as well as different light flares and a lot of essential things that I already use within my graphics. Alright, so the next thing I did was add the City Edition lettering on the bottom of my graphic. So I just duplicated it 5 times, and then I changed the color to every other one, so it was red, blue, red, blue. I also decreased the opacity as it went up, so it looked like it was fading off into the middle of my graphic. Alright, next we're going to look at the different overlays that I used. So the first one was the chain link fence in the background. Wanted it to look like it was him looking through the chain link fence, so I just put a chain link fence, put a transparent in the background, and then I put a paper texture on the City Edition as it went up into the middle. So you can do that by just clipping a paper texture and then putting it on a screen. I also added some dust to the top just to give it a little bit of texture overall, so I put that at the very top. And then I added the Houston Rockets along the right side, as well as a Houston Rockets logo that I adjusted to the colors into the top left corner. And then this is my final result. Thank you guys for watching. Please consider subscribing so you don't miss any of my videos. I do a video every single week on a different design. If it helps you out at all, please subscribe, like, and if you have any questions, please comment. As always, stay safe and have a good one.